This is a deck update for my Gustos. It's another one. I changed it again. Yeah. I'm just going to try and save time because I'm going to go through a little bit more. Gustos first. Nothing's really changed. 2 Eagle, 3 Winda, and 3 Goldo. Goldo's the best. These guys make up the loop. You really don't need Eagle for the loop, but yeah. He just adds a little bit more attacks, but altogether you can at least go 2-3 rounds on just straight attacks, and you don't even have to do anything. All you have to do is set one of these guys, and if you special summon right, you can just keep blocking attacks. It's awesome. Goldo special summons Winda, Eagle. Winda special summons Goldo, Eagle, and Eagle special summons Winda. And that's pretty much the loop in like 3 seconds. Just trying to conserve some time because I don't want this video to be too long. I dropped the junk engine down a lot. I kept Kobold in because he really helps with synchros. He's just another level 2, and yeah. Dandelion staple for synchros, I think, at least if you can get him to the grave and whatever. Yeah. 2 junk synchron. Dropped him to 2. I have a little bit more search, so junk isn't too hard to get to my hand, and 2's just fine. 3 I thought was a little bit too much. I saw him a little bit more than I wanted to, and yeah. Let's see. 1 TG Striker. Striker's Cyber Dragon tuner, pretty much. Level 2. Great for sinking into 5, 6, 4. Just a good all-around tuner. It's my only level 2. If I had a Plague Spreader, I might replace Striker with Plague Spreader, because I don't run any more TGs in this deck, so yeah. Sangan. In this deck, amazing. 1 second. I'll just do something real quick. 2 Valor. Valor's amazing this format, now that Priority's gone. Fucks with Dino Rabbits, fucks with Wind-Ups, Inzectors. The only thing that this card really doesn't do well against is Dark Worlds, and that's if your opponent isn't playing Tour Guide, but still, it's a great card. 2's perfect, see it enough, and yeah. About Sangan now. Sangan can search for any monster in this deck except for the following ones. Double Thunder King. Just move him right there. Okay, wait. I'll just come back to Sangan, I guess. Double Thunder King. This deck, Gustos really have a hard time with just straight up level 4 beaters. Thunder King's perfect for that. 1900 attack, stops a special summon. Your opponent can't add cards from their deck to their hand except by drawing. Awesome card. Yeah. I don't have any cams. I might replace him with Cam because Cam recycles and does all that stuff. But yeah. So far, Thunder King at 2. He's a great beater. Gore stops OTKs and the other 2 boss monsters. Double Smorg. Smorg's awesome. Your opponent can't set any cards when it's face up on the field. 2700 attack, amazing. Okay, so back to Sangan. Sangan can search for any monster in this deck except for these 5 cards. So you can just search for all of these just because, you know. If you have Striker and Sangan in hand second turn, or your first turn when you go second, you can just synchro into TG Hyper Librarian, search, and set up for next turn. Set back row, and, you know, it's fun time. Yeah. Sangan's awesome in this deck. Another dark target for Smorg, and just one of the best searchers for this deck. That clears up for my monsters. I run 21 monsters. Sangan brought it over to 21. This is a 41 card deck. I just don't know what to take out for Sangan. Spells, just go through staples. You know, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, Monster Reborn, Pot of Avarice, staple for Gustos. You really need to reload the deck with your recruiters so that you can just keep doing the loop. MST. There's not really a staple amount of MSTs that you should have in your deck. 1 I'm good with. I don't know. I don't really see it enough at 1, but it can clog your hand pretty bad if it's at 2, and especially at 3, unless you really need 3. But yeah, so far 1's worked out pretty well for me. Next, Creature Swap. Creature Swap's awesome with Gustos. What you can do with Gustos is you can switch over Goldo or Eagle. Window doesn't work because it has to be destroyed by an opponent's monster. But if they destroy, or you can even use Sangan, you can just take over one of their huge monsters and destroy your Goldo, Eagle, or Sangan and just search. So yeah. It's a plus, I guess. Foolish Burial. Put Standing in the Grave, Extra Dark, and Wind targets. Probably use it more so for dark targets because I'll probably have enough winds in there to last me for a little bit. But yeah, great card. 1 Rhoda. I was kinda not sure about Rhoda when I dropped Junk down to 2. But that's when I decided to add Striker in as the other Junk Synchron. Just having Striker in the deck just makes it a lot more versatile. Say you need a level 2 tuner, just search for him. You can synchro with Sangan. If you have Armory Arm, you can do Winda and Thunder King for level 6s. Great card. And I decided to run 2. Contact with Gusto. It's a removal and it reloads your deck with Gusto monsters, which is great because I don't have Cam, which I'm kind of sad about, although Cam's pretty expensive actually. She's about like $10, which I think is a little crazy. I think it's like the most expensive card in Hidden Arsenal 5, whatever. Reload 2 to the deck and destroy a face-up. Just 1 card your opponent controls, so reload 2, destroy. I had it at 1 before. I really never saw it enough for it to be useful at 1, so I'm going to try out 2. So yeah. Traps, staples, Solemn Brigade, self-explanatory. Really don't want to explain it. Torrential Tribute, double, staple this format. Not too sure about Mirror Force, drop Compulse to 1. I think I had it at 2 in my other video, but I was running it at 2, but whatever. And D-Prison, all good cards. All of them pretty much self-explanatory. Safe Zone, I've explained this a lot in all my vids. Yeah, Safe Zone's awesome. And now that Billy Brake used it at Chicago, it's probably going to pick up a little bit more. So my advice is to pick it up at least if anyone has it and they trade it for a little. But yeah, it destroys your monsters if they blind MST or heavy storm it, and protects your monsters. Awesome card. And 1 Dark Bribe. One thing that I saw in this deck is that, at least my version of the deck, it really has no spell and trap removal. It has Solemn Judgment for like just pure spell and traps. I mean, you can argue that Warning can do the job too, but that's only for monster summons. Which, yeah, and I needed a little bit more. And Dark Bribe can really stop those key plays that your opponent needs. Like, let's say they want to Dark Hole your field. It's like, okay, you can draw a card. And, yeah. Just protects your stuff. Yeah, awesome card. It's pretty balanced. I mean, drawing a card can be bad sometimes, but still, it's great. Go through my side deck real quick. Natural Warrior, because I took out Quick Draw and he's in the side deck, but yeah. Cyber Dragon, pretty much splashable in anything. The extra effect Veiler if I need it. Junk Synchron, in case I need it. Quick Draw. Trag, Another creature swap book, mind control, double smashing in case my opponent, just need it. Transmigration Prophecy. I was kind of thinking of maining this because I don't have Cam, and I find myself running out of recruiters in late game, and it kind of makes me mad. And this card's pretty playable. It can stop the wind-up loop. It can stop Dark Worlds with Grapha. Wind-up loop, you can just send back Hunter, and it's pretty much over. Starlight. Lead Imprisoning. Lead Imprisoning does not mess with this deck at all, except for Thunder King. But if I do side this in, I'll probably side back in, like, Quick Draw or something. And my Extra Compulse. Sorry about my voice. Just feeling a little bad right now, but yeah. Extra deck. Utopia, C39. If you run Utopia, you should probably run C39. Yeah. Synchros, Formula, level 2, draw 1 when you summon. Catastor, destroys any non-dark, non-dark. At the beginning of the battle step, double Goldos, destroys a face-up monster, and you can return recruiters. Junk Warrior, I'll probably, if I get another Catastor, although I did have another one, but I traded it, whatever, but probably just get him out for him. Staple level 5, especially if you can go into level 5s like crazy, like this deck can. Staple 6, Bryo, discard to send cards on the field back to the hand. Screws with Ixies a lot, and Iron Chain. Black Rose nukes the field. Junk Archer, awesome to poke with, especially if your opponent plays flip effects and whatever. It's awesome. Stardust, staple for synchros. This card I'll probably just get out, but I couldn't find anything for it right now, but yeah. And Shooting Star. I've only gotten that out once, but when I did, it was awesome. Yeah. So that's the deck profile, at least for now. And thanks for watching. And tell me what you think of it, what cards I should take out, what cards I need, and whatever. And yeah, thanks for watching.